The opinions expressed in the video you are about to see are solely those of BoatTEST.com and its test captain.
Hi, Captain Steve for BoatTEST.com, and today we're on the AR240 by Yamaha. We're going to do a complete walkthrough and put it through a full test and see how she performs. The Yamaha AR240 had a length overall of 23 feet 6 inches, a beam of 8 feet 6 inches, and a draft of 16 inches. Her dry weight was 3,369 pounds, and she's got a 50.2 gallon fuel capacity. Our test AR240 was powered by a pair of 1812cc high-output Yamaha Marine engines that carried us to a top speed of 51.6 miles per hour. At that speed, we were burning 23.2 gallons per hour and getting 2.22 miles per gallon for a range of 100 miles with a 10% reserve. For best cruise, well, we found two sets of numbers, one for best speed and one for best economy. At 6,000 RPM, we ran at 37.4 miles per hour with an 11.5 gallon per hour fuel burn. That's for best speed. At 5,500, we were cruising at 31.7 miles per hour with a 9.8 gallon per hour fuel burn. That's best economy. In both cases, we were getting 3.2 miles per gallon and a range of 147 miles, so it really depends on whether you're running short distances or going for the long haul. If short runs, go at 5,500 RPM. If going the distance, run at 6,000 RPM. And as far as acceleration goes, we reached planing speed in 2.5 seconds and accelerated through 30 miles per hour in 4.2 seconds. Now, because there's no running gear underneath the boat, I thought we would be sliding an awful lot when we went into the turns, but that's not the case. The boat actually hangs on and digs into the turns very nicely, so if you put it into a high-performance turn, you better make sure everybody's hanging on. Now, because a jet drive steers by deflecting the thrust, you're going to find that when you are at minimum speed, you're going to have minimum steering. Right now I am in idle, and you can see I'm putting the wheel hard over to the left. We're hardly turning to the left at all. It takes a little bit of time for it to kick in, and then it starts coming around to the left. So turn the wheel, give it a little boost of speed. You won't find that the boat will lurch forward. Turn, give it a boost of speed. Then you'll have the controllability that you're looking for. That's our look at the performance. Now, let's go over some of the features. Yamaha has put a lot of thought into their bow seating and used the space very well. By arranging the cushions in various positions, you can create seating the way you like it. Notice two steps, both non-skid, will take you up to a little diving platform. Inside, not only is there anchor storage, but there's also a 4-step boarding ladder. The port side storage is large enough to be used as a changing room, or perhaps with the simple addition of a porta potty, you'll have a head. Over on the starboard side, the storage under the console, while spacious, has steering cables that protrude a ways into the free space. For those times when it's a little cooler, you can close off the windshield and open the port side storage door to close off the walkthrough and block the wind nicely. Yamaha has gone ahead and made a very uncluttered layout, mostly thanks to the multifunction gauges. You can cycle through many functions by just pushing these buttons here on both tachometers, and you've got a speedometer in the middle. Notice the rocker switches with circuit breakers to either side, so you're not fumbling around looking for fuses. The engine controls are mounted on a 45-degree angle, and I found it to be a little bit awkward when I was sitting up in the bolster. More often than not, I turned my palm up and started using the controls that way. I think Yamaha got the idea that it might be a little awkward, and they gave us a no-wake mode and cruise assist. By putting the engines into gear and just hitting the no-wake mode up or down, you can increase or decrease your speed by about 50 RPMs with each hit. Now, if you bring the throttles forward more and get the boat into cruise mode, you can still hit the cruise assist button and increase or decrease your RPM by about 50 with each hit. Over to the port hand side, we've got a comfortable forward-facing seat for the observer that easily converts into an aft-facing lounger. Accessing the engine compartment couldn't be easier. Notice the low-profile, high-output engines. Everything is easily accessible. You can see your yellow dipstick right here on both engines. Notice the oil filter, convenient for doing oil changes. Notice the scupper for your self-draining cockpit, and it does not lead into the bilge. You can see that it's plumbed right through the transom and out the back. Now, because Yamaha uses these low-profile engines, they're able to take full advantage by making this wonderful aft transom patio. Dual-level seating is complemented by the addition of a pedestal table mount to make this one of the most popular places on the boat. Well, that's our walkthrough and full test of the AR240 by Yamaha. For BoatTEST.com, I'm Captain Steve. We'll see you on the water.